Guys, as I promised, I will be recreating all of the recipes that I posted in my Facebook profile and also to my TikTok, of course. So here is now my creamy pasta sardines. Yes! Ooh, char! So please don't forget to like my page. First and foremost, we have olive oil. So we need 3 to 5 tablespoons of olive oil. So my pasta, by the way, is 250 grams. If you have more pasta, then you have to add more olive oil. If you don't have olive oil, you can free to use canola oil, sunflower oil, soy oil. Just refrain from using the normal cooking oil that we are buying from the supermarket, like the one that we are using for deep frying, because the base of our pastas are oil. So the authentic pasta, guys, the base or the sauce of the pasta is really olive oil. That's why it is recommended to use olive oil, so it's healthier. Wow. And then now I added 5 cloves of garlic and 2 pieces of tomatoes. Actually, for the garlic, if you want to chop it, you can chop it. If you want to add more garlic, then it's fine. But please do not ever burn or crisp your garlic. Please make sure that your garlic will remain soft for the entire process of cooking. And for the tomatoes, actually, you really needed a sun-dried tomato. So if you have sun-dried tomatoes, please use them. That is the recommended, but it's just that I don't have it. And this is a budgetarian pasta sardines version. Char! So there, I will just make sure to smash or crush, whatever you call it, those tomatoes. I want it very soft before I incorporate other ingredients that I have. Okay, so after that, I will be adding my chili flakes. So I'm adding my chili flakes as early as this process so that it will be more spicier. But if you don't want that spicy, you can add the chili flakes later on. Or if you don't want any spice, then don't add any chili flakes. As easy as that. So now I'm using sardines in red sauce, red tomato sauce. So if you're thinking, oh, we are using Spanish sardines for this recipe, blah, blah, blah. I don't have Spanish sardines. I can't find any Spanish sardines here in Vietnam. I know there is, but I just don't know where to buy. So I'm just using this kind of sardines. I've been using this sardines for so long, and I promise you it tastes very good. Promise. You can use, in the Philippines, you can use the Ligo sardines, 555, Master, whatever sardines you have. So this sardines, I think, is 230 grams. If you have just, I think the normal one is 150 grams or 180. I'm not sure. You can also use that. But of course, if you have more pasta, you have to use more sardines. Okay, so I'm just crushing the fish from that sardines, because we don't like big chunks of fish for our pasta sardines. Hindi naman tayo gagawa ng sardinas sa pang-ulam, no? So this is for the pasta. So there you go. And then I will be adding my salt and pepper. Again, guys, please, when you are adding salt and pepper, don't add too much. Don't add too much as soon as possible, because it's easier to adjust your flavor when you think that something is missing. But it's harder to adjust your flavor if you think that it's too much. If it's too salty, if it's too peppery, if it's too spicy, it's very hard to adjust it anymore. So I advise you to add a little bit more in the beginning, and before you finalize your entire recipe, taste it. If you feel like you need to add more salt, more pepper, then that's the time you will do it. Okay, and now if you think that your pasta is becoming too dry or too creamy for you, you can always add water, but use the pasta water, because that pasta water already have some flavor from the pasta, and it's already hot as well, so it's easier to simmer. So I just added some pasta water into my recipe. There. So guys, if you have any recommendations, like if you want me to cook some recipes or if you want me to bake something, please just comment down below. As long as I have all the ingredients needed, or if I don't have those ingredients, I'll try to look around. Then here's my parsley and my basil. I just use 1 teaspoon of parsley and 2 teaspoon of basil. Actually, you have to use fresh parsley and basil. But since I don't have the fresh ones, I'll just use the dried ones. Again, when you are cooking food, as long as you're putting love into it, even if you have missing ingredients, it's fine. It will still taste good. Okay? If you're missing some of the ingredients, look for alternative. Or if some of the ingredients is too expensive for you, look for alternatives. Let's say it says butter, but you have a margarine and margarine is cheaper. Then just use margarine. Olive oil is much expensive than canola oil. Then just use canola oil. Or it's much expensive than vegetable oil. Then just use vegetable oil. I cannot find the Spanish sardines, so I'll just use the normal sardines that I can buy from the supermarket. You always have to look for alternatives. As long as you know that you can adjust all the flavors into what it should be. So here is my Parmesan cheese. Actually, this is not Parmesan cheese. This is Parmigiano cheese. I don't know how to pronounce it. But I just type Parmesan there because that's what's really needed. But since I don't have Parmesan, I just use Parmigiano cheese because the texture is similar with Parmesan, though it's not as salty as Parmesan cheese. Then now if you don't have any of these cheeses, you can use cheddar cheese. If you have cheddar cheese at home, the Eden cheddar cheese, you can use that. Or if you don't want cheese, then just don't put cheese. As easy as that. Okay? Okay? That's just how easy cooking is. It's just that it's different from baking. Because if you are baking, you are not allowed to just adjust or replace some of the ingredients with another. It's not that easy. You really have to do some research. Because if not, it will ruin your entire baking. So here is now my cream. I just added 1/4 cups of cream. But if you want to add more, please feel free to add more. If you don't have cream, you can always use milk, evaporated milk, fresh milk. But if you think that your pasta or your sauce becomes too thin, means it's not saucy anymore, it's not creamy anymore, because we know that fresh milks and evaporated milk have different consistency with cream. So you can always use a slurry. Slurry is flour and water, or cornstarch and water, but it's better to use flour and water for pasta so it won't be too thick or it won't be too creamy. Okay, just just melt the flour into the water and then put it into your sauce so it will become creamy again. That's just how life is. Now it's time for you to taste your pasta sauce, I mean. If you need to adjust some flavors, like I said, salt and pepper, or if you want it more spicy, then add more spice. If you want to add more cream, then add more cream. If you want more milk, then add more milk. That's just how it is. So there you go. And then straight from the pot, I will be putting my pasta. I don't want to drain it anymore because I don't want to wash a lot of dishes. That's my only reason. I don't want to wash a lot of dishes. So I will just get my pasta straight from its pan. So again, please like my page and wait for my YouTube channel. I will also be creating a YouTube channel so I can also post my recipes there and I can share all my knowledge. Wow! To more people around the globe. Char! Okay. So here is my pasta. So now I will just make sure that I will be mixing this properly. My heat is still on, but it's on the lowest heat. Okay, it's in the lowest heat that I can have. If you are using fire or a burner, then use the lowest fire that you can have. And also, if you want, because most of the time, we are just putting the pasta in our plate. And then after the pasta, you will be putting the sauce on top of it. If you want it that way, then it's fine. But I don't want it that way. I want all my pasta to have all those nice and beautiful sauce. That's what I want. Okay. So there you go. I am just mixing everything. So there, I will also be adding more cheese because I love cheese. I will be adding more cheese, and also in a week maybe I can post like 2 to 3 times. I won't promise, but 2 to 3 times in a week because I'm also working. I don't cook every day. It's just that it looks like I cook every day because sometimes I am what do you call it? Iniipon ko yung mga videos. I'm just saving all the videos and then we'll post it like several or one day and another, whatever. But ayun, I hope you understand. Ang hirap mag-English. So there, I added more cheese. I will be also reposting my banana cakes. I will be making brownies. I will be making lemon pound cake and some other pasta recipes that I've made before. And also some Filipino dishes, of course. Maybe on this weekend, I will be making my cheesy caldereta. So that caldereta, I learned that from my uncle. He's very good at cooking, I promised. So here is now my pasta. I am just plating it. When you are plating pasta, guys, you have to swirl it. I don't know how to explain it, but alam niyo, ikot niyo siya dun sa thong. If you're using thong, ikot niyo siya sa thong, tsaka niyo siya ilagay dun sa plate. So, I don't know how to explain it in Vietnamese. In English rather. So, there is my pasta, and then on top of it, I will be adding more cheese, of course, and more basil. So, again, if you have fresh basil, please feel free to use them because that's what's needed. And that's all. This is your pasta recipe. You can enjoy this, and also if you can make garlic bread on the side, it will be much better. If you enjoyed this recipe, please like or heart this recipe, share it with your friends. Let's spread love. Char. Let's share recipes to other people as well. Okay, and also if you have recommendations, again, if you have recommendations, what do you want me to cook? What do you want me to create? If you want me to make a vegetarian version of something or a no-bake cakes or bread, whatever, just comment down below. I am listing all those. I'm gonna be listing all those recommendations from you so I can make them and create them in the future. Char. So here is my pasta recipe, guys. Enjoy it. Voila, bon appetit! Until the next video. Bye, guys!